So let's start the week looking at what goes on from our breakfast table to the dinner table. Now, the Danish government, of course, you know about the Danish milk, the cheese, and the rest of them. So, what exactly is the Danish government doing in Nigeria as far as the agribusiness is concerned? We have the Minister Counselor from the Royal Danish Embassy in Lagos here to talk to us, Paul Erikstrup. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your being here. So I'm going to throw the first question really quickly. When you look at Nigeria's agriculture or agribusiness, what do you see?
First of all, I see a very great potential for production of agricultural products. You have very fertile land, you have very good climate for production, and there's a huge population out in your countryside. So the local potential is very big as we see it.
That's what you see. But what would you like to see in terms of output?
I would like to see that the farmers actually get better organized so they get better benefit from the market here. So they can supply the local market. Nigeria has today a fairly big import of food still. In principle, they can balance that with local production. The potential is here, and that's what we are looking from the Danish government. That is how we can maybe partner up with Nigerian partners to be part of the development to Nigerian farmers being better suppliers to the market.
All over the world, the Danes are known for milk and cheese and cows. So are you interested in that part of agriculture business in Nigeria? Animal husbandry, producing milk, producing cheese, and other derivatives.
One of the first projects we have engaged in is actually to look into milk production in Nigeria, because we have a Danish supply of milk powder in here, and the next step will be also to have local raw materials in this production.
If you look at the key ingredient or the key producer of milk, cows. Cows. But again, it's been proved in other parts of the world, like in the Middle East, that you can get milk from camel. Yes.
And goats.
And goats.
Yes.
Yes. So which ones are you looking at here?
Here we will normally be looking for cows. The cows has the biggest yield potential and probably also the best capacity for making nutrient milk products.
So if you look at the cow business in Nigeria, look at how it is, because it's like agrarian, not really in the kind of arranged as a business, as it were, in Denmark. What would you want to see along the side? Not people just having 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of cows. Do you want to put them into ranches? Where would you like to set up companies that will produce milk from these animals?
There's actually different models you can achieve. If you look like how Nigeria is producing today, most milk is, you can say, a byproduct to beef production from cows who are migrating around in the countryside. To make an efficient milk production, the cows have to settle, so to say, to achieve bigger yield potential.
To settle, in other words, they need to stay in one place.
They need to settle in one place. If we take a Danish cow today, it produces close to 40 liters of milk per day. If you take the average of a Nigerian cow, probably about 3 liters of milk per day. So there is a big gap between what you call industrialized milk production and the way milk is produced in Nigeria today.
So one of the major problems, therefore, in terms of output here between Nigerian cows and Danish cows is that the Nigerian cows move because of grazing one place after the other. It's difficult to get this milk from them.
It's difficult to get the milk. It's difficult to ensure a proper quality. It's difficult to ensure proper cool chains all the way from the cow to the production and later on to the consumers.
So you would want government to do something along this line to turn Nigeria's cow business from retail agrarian into a proper agribusiness, consumer products, big industry?
To be honest, we don't think the government shall move it. It's the farmers who have to move it. Milk production is a business, and the farmers shall learn also to see it as a business and as an investment possibility. And we would like to engage in this part. We don't believe that governments produce agricultural products. They can make frameworks for proper product facilities, etc. But basically, it's private business, and it has to be profitable to the farmers, to the processors, and the products have to be affordable to your consumers. That's the whole chain you have to link together.
We have the raw materials, which are basically the cows. Now, where do you see the next important value chain that we need to put investments?
The next important thing will be that some farmers will have to decide that milk is going to be my business, and then focus on the milk production.
Not just cattle rearing.
Not only cattle rearing. They have to focus on the milk production. We have seen there's already producers here in Nigeria producing 10, 15, up to 20 kilograms per cow per day. It's possible to increase this, but you need to be focused and decide that milk is my business.
I do make business. But in terms of Nigeria and Denmark trade relations, talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, but trade relations between Denmark and Nigeria today is more that we do like everybody else. We import some oil products from you, and then we export from foods. It's mainly milk powder, which is exported into Nigeria. That business we would like to develop. I was recently in China. I asked them why they were interested in Danish agriculture, and they actually mentioned that what they were looking for in Denmark was the way Danish farmers organize themselves, because Denmark is like Nigeria. It's very much based on family farming. If you go to United States, Australia, it's very much industrial farming. You also see industrial farming here, but still most of your farming is based on families. And Denmark is a country based on family farming. So the next step was, from the Chinese side, they looked that the Danish farmers have a lot of know-how about what they are doing, and they use a lot of modern technology in the production. And I think this organization, know-how, and maybe also technology, that's where we can work together with Nigerian partners in the future to help moving the next step into competitive family farming.
I was just going to ask, if family farming succeeds in Denmark, do you think it can succeed in Nigeria, or we should just go the way of the Chinese, industrial-based?
Yeah, but China has actually both family farming and industrial-based.
So both models can work?
Both models can work. I don't think you have to choose, but I think you have to make room for both models to work here. There's more models you can invoke. What you can learn also from the Danish farmers is that they have been very good organizing together in cooperatives. So you mentioned in your introduction that we are very good at dairy business. Actually, Danish farmers own the fifth biggest dairy company in the world today, Arla, who is also acting here in Nigeria. But it's owned by private farmers who do the milk production, and then the company do the processing and the sale of the products. So even when Denmark is less than 1/3 of the population of Lagos, the Danish farmers own the fifth biggest cooperative dairy company in the world. In
conclusion, you see the future of agriculture in Nigeria, that we can do that. That's what you think the future, both the family and industrial business come together?
Yes.
It can work?
It can work.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Paul Jacob Rikstrup, who is a Minister Councillor at the Danish Embassy, Royal Danish Embassy here in Lagos, Nigeria.